All praises to Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle Nailers in New York. Great Millstone. My name is Maya Gala Bungab, Chicago branch of Great Millstone. So I'm right here doing my research. All right, the relations between ancient Egyptian words, Yoruba words, and Igbo words. So I stumbled upon this right here. All right, yeah. All right, so this is. All right, so the Arrow review says the first named woman African descent, meaning Hamitic descent in the Bible, is Hagar, an Egyptian maid servant to Sarah, Abraham's wife. She described in Genesis the Egyptian woman is later identified the mother of Ishmael, the forefathers of the so-called Arabs. All right, and look how they depict Hagar. All right. All right, and this is totally BS, man. All right, because the first they admit that she was an African woman. All right, real Hamites, daughters of Ham don't look like this. All right, and she descended from Mizraim. All right, who's the forefathers of the Egyptians. All right, who come from the seed of Ham. It's really come. All right, which means hot. All right. Sometimes people, scholars associate the name "come" when people hear me say "ham" with sunburn or burnt. Because they know there's people with dark skin. All right, just like they Ethiopian brethren. All right, who come from the nation of Kush. All right. So, this is totally historically incorrect, man. All right. And, they go to scripture right here, Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Correct, man. All right. Because if you go down here a little bit more. All right. Somebody asks a question, well, Moses black in the Bible, so-called black. All right. All right. It said the Bible doesn't explicitly state Moses' skin color, which is a lie. All right. Which is a lie. All right. Remember, they said this woman was African right here. Okay. Remember that. All right. So you go in the scriptures, you go right here. Matter of fact, when you go right here, the birth of Moses. All right, Moses' mother hid him, put him in a basket, and then later the woman, the Egyptian woman, Pharaoh's daughter, picked him up out of the basket, and he grew up amongst the Egyptians. All right. So in order to grow amongst the Egyptians, he would have stuck out like a sore thumb. Everybody would have knew that if he was so-called YT, all right, that he would be basically his cover be blown, All right, but anyway, there you go right here. He went to Midian. He went Jethro. Jethro was a Ethiopian. All right. Well, I would say he was Cushits. That him and his people was that, but and his daughter, all right, but people know as Ethiopians today, all right. And what they said, well, a Egyptian in Exodus 2:19 says the Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of shepherds. All right, so why they mistaken Moses for a so-called African person, right? If he wasn't so-called black. All right, scholars, y'all just be lying, man. All right, so there you go right there, man. All right, lying and stuff. All right, but it say he was an Israelite and raised in Egyptian court. Some interpretations said he was likely of a dark complexion due to his ancestry. Ain't no interpretation, just the truth. He was a so-called black person. Let me see, All right, and then another thing Esau, he messed up. He got this false doctrine that the so-called African Americans and so-called Afro-Latinos, they come from the nation of Ham, all right, descend from Canaan through the nation of, what's this a lie? Because number one, Canaan wasn't cursed to go in captivity. Canaan was not the way in Deuteronomy 28. All right, now Canaan did go into captivity under our ancestors when Joshua had started conquering that land, and the Gideons, which were the Gideons were the Hittites, lied to him, say he was, so he put him in servitude to be drawers of wood and water. All right, but anyway, you know, all right, let me see. Yeah, so when you go into the Talmud Bible Dictionary, it tell you that Ham is progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro. All right, now even though they wrote that to be gracious, right, to school our people out of it, but really they fell upon their own tongues, man. All right, so here you go right here in a G. Synesius Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon. So it don't come. So right there, it's actually come, not hum. It says the name Egyptian, more Coptic tongue is written. It's like I don't pronounce that. All right, but signify blackness and heat. All right. You can see it right here. So that is what k or cook, like it's k, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot of